to give the value for the customer, if your product is not profitable to the company, whether the owner will allow that product to flow? No. So, any other?
Produced at low cost.
Low cost, yes. So there's a operational control on the cost, yes. Can these two attributes will make a great product?
High profit. High profit.
Higher profit, yes. It has to be a very high profitability product because you are in the business, yes.
Unique qualities.
Unique qualities, yes, excellent. Something which is differentiated, which is not common in the competitor product. Even though looks wise everything is same, but at least you have 1 or 2 or 3 differentiators. Yeah. Let's see. As a great product, you need to be highly differentiated. You need to be managing the risks of the product, leveraging your manufacturing capabilities, high net present value, that is the profitability of the product, and it should support firm's strategic direction. It should not be contradicting the strategic direction that the firm has taken. It is aligning with the core competencies of the firm. So if these are the attributes you have in any of your product, it is going to command the premium. You will be market leader, there is no doubt about it. But for that, all 6 will have to be there. It cannot be only 1 or 2 or 3. All 6 will have to be there. And this is what the product development, lean product development talks about. You have to work in all 6 areas to make it a great product. Can you name the few great products you have come across? iPhone, yeah, iPhone, iPod. Any other great product?
Internet.
Yeah,
It's a product.
okay. Any other? Before 10-15 years you have been with the Walkman. Walkman was a revolutionary product. Yes? So Walkman, iPod, Palm Pilot, these are the products which were truly great.
Intel
So-
processes.
Pardon?
Intel.
Intel processes, Intel Inside, yes, company. Can we add hydraulics? Can we add brakes here? Can we add generators? Somewhere we have to think in our mind and start thinking in that respect. Because already commodity stage is already reached in the market. So with the old technology of asynchronous generator or whatever, old components, old design margins, everything, the same will continue. It will not reach to the stage of A again. Think about it. How can you implement all these 6 factors into your product and try to make it into this category, at least in the wind energy segment. Every firm wants a money maker, and when you have such a product, Walkman, when you have revolutionary product, it is going to make money for the firm. There is another area which needs to be looked upon, is a target costing. I am sure all the companies will be following the target costing, but the important point which I want to highlight here is, you are already committing your manufacturing cost of 80% from concept to design stage. The moment you freeze your design, you have already committed your manufacturing cost, 80%. So the more focus and more attention to be given into these areas, which will reduce your capex cost, which will reduce your design cost. Rather than you only work in improving this cost, and the available margin is only this much. And Sony has done in one of their product, in the tape recorder, then for the better quality of the sound, you need a very special motor. in the cassette kind of. And when you add this motor, your cost will go up because it's a very precise motor. So what they did is they spent time on this concept and design, and they introduce a electronic chip, and they use a very simple motor. That chip with a delayed buffer, the sound will go from through the chip to the output section, and by that they have reduced their manufacturing cost, and they could offer the product with the highest accuracy, which customer loves it because there is no distortion of the sound due to the motor or due to vibration, and they commanded premium on that product. So within your product range, within your offerings, how much time do you spend on this and trying to innovate and trying to offer a new solutions? There is also a customer perception about the value. The customers are looking at performance, self-esteem, scarcity, retained value, and relative market price. And the decisions which customer take, whether it is a business-to-business product like what you sell, or whether we buy any consumer product, these factors are common. There are no separate factors for business-to-business dealings. So this factor, as a design or as a product development team, we have to see that how we can, and the car companies like BMW and all, they really focus on retained value of the car. There is also a good slide on overshoot and undershoot. If you overshoot, then the customer require, then you will lose the money because customer don't need it. If you undershoot, then you definitely lose the opportunities and customer may not like it. So there is very thin line between overshoot and undershoot. How much optimization is done on the product which is being offered, and how you can maintain this line rather than going into this area or that area, so that your profitability will be highest and also the customer satisfaction. The next tool is a value stream mapping, which probably you might have done it, but I have done it with one of the supplier in Bangalore, who is a German subsidiary in India. They are manufacturing the enclosures, cabinets. Company name is Rital. Initially, we were getting any new panel 16 to 18 weeks. When we give a fresh drawing for any control panels, they take 16 to 18 weeks. Then I did the value stream mapping. I went to their factory, they allowed me, then, sorry. Go back, previous slides. Then we sit down, we understand each and every process steps.
You want to back the slide?
Yes, one more previous slide. So this was the as-is process, similar to this. Whereas the calendar time, the work time, and the value-added time. Any activity which is being performed has to be categorized into three sections. For every process, we mapped it. It was coming to, before that, it was coming to 58 days, whereas work time was only 14 days and value-added time was only 5 days. Then we reviewed those, whether the customer meeting, those delays can be avoided, whether the review and approval cycle can be avoided. And the new process was only 16 days with 9 days of, 16 calendar days, 9 days of work time, and value-added time is still remains the same because it is a process requirement. You can't reduce that. So this is what is a reduction from 58 days to 16 days and 14 days to 9 days. Substantial cost reduction, productivity improvement, and time to market improvement. This is a very easy tool, can be used across the supply chain, and it gives sure results. There's a short exercise, I want you to spend only 2 minutes on that, it is available with you as a paper. The second page is a short exercise. I want you to spend 2 minutes on that. Think about your organization in your own supply chain or your own product development and honestly answer this. You have to just pick it, whether you are strongly agree or whether you are